They say the road doesn't exist on any map, that it only appears when the sky turns black and the moon rises red as blood. If you see it, if your tires touch that cracked stretch of highway, you're already caught, because Blood Moon Road doesn't let you leave. You can turn around, shut off the engine, even try to walk away. It won't matter. The road remembers, and it never leads anywhere worth going. Welcome to Whispers After Dark, where shadows speak and the night listens. We ask that you take a moment to leave us a comment, like, subscribe, and tap the bell to stay with us for more disturbing night stories. I was driving east through Nevada when I found it, or more accurately, when it found me. The sun had vanished behind a wall of black clouds long before sunset, and the sky looked bruised, heavy with something more than weather. The kind of sky that made the air feel wrong in your lungs. I was alone, following GPS toward a cheap motel an hour outside Fallon. Just a rest stop. Just another night. Then, without warning, the signal dropped. The road beneath me buckled slightly, as if something massive had shifted deep below. My phone screen glitched, flashing white then dead, and when I looked up I saw it, the moon. But it wasn't white or silver. It was deep, pulsing red, like fresh blood held up against a backdrop of ash. Low and swollen, hanging directly above a stretch of road I swear hadn't existed 5 minutes earlier. A perfectly straight line of cracked pavement vanishing into the horizon, framed by desert that seemed too quiet, too still. I should have turned around. I know that now, but I didn't. I drove on. Almost immediately the road behind me narrowed, so subtly at first I thought I imagined it. My signal never came back. The air in the car felt thicker, the silence louder. After about 20 minutes, I started noticing things that didn't make sense. The same crooked mile marker, the same rusted road sign, half buried and bent. The same van, old and sun-bleached, sitting on the shoulder like it had been there for years. All 4 tires had melted into the dirt like tar. I passed it 3 times, and that's when the dread really began to set in. Not panic, not fear. Just a slow, cold certainty, like I'd crossed some invisible line and wasn't supposed to be here. And I started seeing others, dozens of them. Campers, sedans, a police cruiser, lights long dead, an old motorcycle, still upright but completely corroded by wind and time. Each vehicle spaced out like they'd been dropped there, left behind by people who'd once tried to escape. I stopped to check one of them. A black SUV, half covered in dust. There was a backpack still in the passenger seat and a child's shoe under the back tire. No one inside, no one around. The road stretched behind me ahead. That's when I noticed the bones. At first I thought they were desert brush, pale, jagged sticks scattered in the sand. But then I saw a skull, half buried, jaw unhinged, and teeth exposed to the sky. Nearby, a rib cage curled in on itself like it had been trying to shrink away from something. They were everywhere. Some bleached white, others still wrapped in tattered clothing, hands outstretched toward the road like they'd tried to crawl back. One set of remains sat propped against the hood of a rusted truck, a cracked phone clutched in its skeletal fingers. Whatever happened out here, it didn't let them leave. And something in me knew I'd already made the same mistake. I tried to turn around. The engine sputtered. My steering locked like it had seized from within. I threw it into park and stepped out, heart pounding, hands slick with sweat. It was silent. No wind, no birds, no insects, just the sound of my boots on cracked pavement and the hum. A low vibration in my bones, steady and unnatural, like the road itself was breathing, waiting. I started walking. My plan was to backtrack on foot, find a signal, flag down a car, anything. But after a half mile, I passed the SUV again, then the van, then my own car. I hadn't turned. The road had, or maybe I never left it. That night, I camped inside the car with the doors locked and my knife in my lap. I didn't sleep, not because I wasn't tired, but because the road wouldn't let me. The air grew heavy, thick with heat and something else. Something old. I heard footsteps around the car, slow at first, then faster, fingernails dragging along the glass. The handle jiggled twice. Someone whispered my name, not in fear, but in delight, like they'd been waiting for me. When I finally worked up the nerve to look outside, I saw them. Figures, dozens of them, standing just beyond the reach of the headlights, thin, motionless. Their silhouettes barely human, their limbs too long, their heads tilted slightly like curious dogs. I blinked, and some were closer. I blinked again, and they were gone. No footsteps, no sound. Just the road, just the silence. And the moon, still red, still full, still watching. By morning, the road was different, longer somehow, but the sky never changed. Time didn't pass the same out there. I passed a woman sitting in the front seat of a pickup, hands on the wheel, her head tilted forward like she'd simply fallen asleep. Her skin was sunken, mummified, but the hair still clung to her scalp. A journal sat open on the dash, with one final line scratched into the page. I turned around. It didn't matter. I'm still here. I tried walking again. I walked until my legs gave out. When I looked up, I was standing at my car. I don't know how long I've been here now. The food ran out 3 days ago, water yesterday, and still I see the moon, still red, still watching, and I hear them now, the ones who came before, whispers just behind me, footsteps along the shoulder. They're waiting for me to give up, to open the door, to walk away from the car and never come back. So if you ever find yourself driving through the Nevada desert and the sky bleeds red, turn around, don't stop. Don't listen, because once you're on Blood Moon Road, you don't get off. It gets in. This concludes tonight's story on Whispers After Dark. Thank you for joining us. If you enjoy cursed roads, lost souls, and atmospheric horror stories that stay with you long after the final word, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss a journey into the dark. Until next time, stay curious, stay cautious, and beware of the whispers after dark.